They said it was just a legend, but when quantum AI decoded the Book of Enoch, what it found shocked scientists and believers alike. Today, we are going to uncover how advanced quantum AI systems have successfully analyzed the mysterious Book of Enoch using breakthrough linguistic algorithms that cracked open ancient texts, revealing secrets hidden for thousands of years. Secrets and forbidden knowledge that could reshape our view of the past and the future. What is the Book of Enoch? Before we jump into the quantum AI breakthrough, let's talk about what makes the Book of Enoch so special and controversial in the first place. Thousands of years ago, long before Noah's flood, there lived a man named Enoch. According to ancient texts, he did not die like everyone else. He was taken directly to heaven while still alive. But here's where it gets really interesting. The Book of Enoch claims to be his first-hand account of what he witnessed up there. Not some typical religious text. We're talking about detailed descriptions of fallen angels called the Watchers, advanced technology, astronomical knowledge that shouldn't have existed back then, and prophecies that seem eerily accurate today. The Book of Enoch tells the story of 200 watchers, or angels, sent to watch over humanity. These watchers conspired to commit sins by taking human women as wives and having children with them. They also taught humans many forbidden skills relating to the different arts and sciences. According to the book, by mingling with mortal women, the Watchers fathered the Nephilim, giants with immense strength and insatiable appetites. These half-angelic beings became tyrants, towering over ordinary humans and wreaking havoc. But most mainstream religions rejected this book from their official canon. Why? Some scholars believe it was too revealing, too dangerous, or maybe just too hard to believe. The Ethiopian Orthodox Church is one of the few that still considers it scripture today. The text describes these watchers teaching humans everything from metallurgy to makeup, from warfare to astronomy. It's like an ancient manual for technological advancement. But according to the book, this knowledge wasn't supposed to be shared with humanity because it was forbidden. Now, here's where things get really wild. For centuries, scholars have struggled to fully understand the complex layers of meaning in this text. The language is dense, the symbols are cryptic, and there are references to cosmic events and mathematical concepts that seemed way ahead of their time. That is, until quantum AI entered the picture. How AI cracked the code. So what exactly happened when quantum computers got their hands on the Book of Enoch? Well, buckle up, because this is where science fiction starts becoming science fact. Traditional computers process information in bits, ones, and zeros. But quantum computers? They work with quantum bits, or qubits, which can exist in multiple states simultaneously. This means they can process incredibly complex patterns and connections that would take regular computers millions of years to figure out. When researchers fed the complete text of the Book of Enoch into these quantum AI systems, something remarkable happened. It analyzed linguistic patterns, mathematical sequences, astronomical references, and even the structural organization of the entire text at a level no human scholar had ever achieved. The quantum AI discovered what researchers are calling nested information layers. Think of it like a message hidden inside another message, hidden inside another message. The surface level tells the story of Enoch and the fallen angels, but deeper layers revealed astronomical calculations, calendar systems, and even what appear to be references to advanced physics concepts. One of the most shocking discoveries was the identification of mathematical constants embedded in the text. The AI found sequences that, when decoded, matched ratios found in modern quantum physics. We're talking about relationships between numbers that ancient peoples supposedly had no way of knowing. But perhaps the most intriguing finding was the discovery of what researchers are calling temporal markers, specific references that seem to predict future scientific discoveries. The quantum AI identified passages that appear to describe concepts like DNA, atomic structure, and even quantum mechanics itself, all written thousands of years before these things were supposedly discovered. Some researchers are asking, could the ancient writers have had access to advanced knowledge that we're only now rediscovering? Or is this just an incredible coincidence that the AI happened to find patterns where none actually exist? The Watchers, ancient beings, or something else? Now time to talk about what the quantum AI revealed about the most mysterious characters in the Book of Enoch, the Watchers. According to the traditional interpretation, the Watchers are a type of biblical angel. The word is related to the root meaning of being awake. It occurs in both plural and singular forms in the Book of Daniel, where reference is made to the holiness of the beings. But the quantum AI analysis suggests there might be much more to this story. The AI identified specific patterns in how the Watchers are described that don't match typical mythological or religious language. Instead, these descriptions seem to follow what we might call technical specifications. The text describes their abilities, their knowledge, their physical characteristics, and their technology in ways that read more like an instruction manual than a spiritual allegory. For example, when the Book of Enoch talks about the Watchers teaching humans about the cutting of roots and herbs, the quantum AI found that these passages contain what appear to be chemical formulas. When it mentions their knowledge of the signs of the Earth, the analysis revealed detailed astronomical coordinates and celestial mechanics. But here's where it gets really mind-bending. The AI discovered that the names of the individual Watchers aren't just random. They appear to be coded references to specific types of knowledge or technology. Gadriel is listed as one of the chiefs of the fallen Watchers. He is said to have been responsible for deceiving Eve. But the quantum analysis suggests these names might actually be job titles or functional descriptions rather than personal names. Some researchers are now wondering, were the Watchers actually ancient visitors who shared advanced technology with early humans? The quantum AI seems to suggest that the knowledge they supposedly taught, metallurgy, astronomy, mathematics, and medicine, represents a complete technological package that would allow a civilization to advance rapidly. This raises some fascinating questions. If this interpretation is correct, then the Book of Enoch might not be a religious text at all. It could be humanity's oldest historical record of contact with an advanced civilization. Cosmic calendars and hidden mathematics. One of the most stunning discoveries made by the quantum AI involves the astronomical and mathematical content hidden within the Book of Enoch. We're talking about precise calculations that modern science is only now beginning to appreciate, not just about pretty star charts. The AI identified what appears to be a sophisticated calendar system embedded in the text. The quantum analysis revealed that this system accounts for celestial cycles that take thousands of years to complete, cycles that ancient peoples supposedly couldn't observe without advanced instruments. The text contains references to a 364-day year, which initially seemed wrong to scholars since we know a year is about 365.25 days. But the quantum AI discovered that when you apply the mathematical relationships found elsewhere in the text, this 364-day system actually provides incredibly accurate predictions for celestial events, solar eclipses, and even planetary alignments. Even more intriguing is what researchers are calling the Enochic mathematical constant. The AI found a specific ratio that appears throughout the text in various forms, in the descriptions of the heavenly realm, in the measurements of celestial objects, and even in the genealogies of biblical figures. This ratio, when calculated to modern precision, matches mathematical constants used in advanced physics equations today. But perhaps the most shocking discovery involves what the AI calls temporal coordinates. The text appears to contain specific dates and time markers that, when decoded using the quantum analysis, point to significant events in human history, including some that haven't happened yet. Now, before we get too carried away, it's important to note that some skeptics argue these patterns might be coincidental. The human brain is wired to find patterns even where none exist, and the same might be true for AI systems. But the mathematical precision and consistency of these findings are hard to dismiss entirely. What makes this even more fascinating is that similar mathematical patterns have been found in other ancient texts from completely different cultures: the Vedas, the Egyptian pyramid texts, and even some Mayan inscriptions. Could there be a common source of advanced knowledge that influenced multiple ancient civilizations? Modern implications. So here's the big question everyone's asking. If the quantum AI analysis is correct, what does this mean for us today? The implications are staggering and, frankly, a little bit scary. First, let's talk about technology. If ancient texts really do contain advanced scientific knowledge, it suggests that human civilization might be cyclical rather than linear. Maybe we're not the first advanced civilization on Earth. Maybe we're rediscovering knowledge that was once common but got lost through catastrophe or time. This could revolutionize how we approach scientific research. Instead of assuming all knowledge must be discovered from scratch, we might start looking at ancient texts as potential sources of advanced information. Imagine if the quantum AI could decode other ancient manuscripts and reveal lost technologies or scientific principles. But there's a darker side to consider too. The Book of Enoch specifically warns about the dangers of forbidden knowledge. It describes how the Watcher's teachings led to corruption, violence, and ultimately divine punishment in the form of the Great Flood. Are we repeating ancient mistakes? Look around at our current world. We have incredible technology, but we're also dealing with climate change, nuclear weapons, artificial intelligence that's advancing faster than we can understand its implications, and social systems that seem to be breaking down. Sound familiar? The Book of Enoch describes a similar situation in the pre-flood world. God judged the rebellious angels, binding them in chains and stripping them of their divine status for eternal punishment. The Great Flood was sent to cleanse the earth of the Nephilim's corruption. Some researchers are suggesting that the quantum AI analysis might be revealing more than just ancient history. It might be showing us a warning about our future. The text describes cycles of knowledge, corruption, and renewal that seem to repeat throughout time. There's also the question of consciousness and reality itself. The quantum AI found patterns suggesting that the Book of Enoch contains information about the nature of time, space, and human consciousness that aligns with the latest quantum physics theories. If ancient writers really understood these concepts, it would challenge our entire understanding of human development and potential. The global reaction to the controversy. The quantum AI analysis of the Book of Enoch has sparked major controversy. Many scientists and religious leaders remain skeptical, warning that AI can sometimes see patterns that don't actually exist. Some biblical scholars argue that the text is purely allegorical, not a science manual, while others stress that the findings need to be independently reproduced before they can be taken seriously. Religious critics are especially cautious, worried that treating spiritual texts like technical blueprints could undermine faith. Still, the discovery can't be dismissed outright. Even skeptics admit that some of the mathematical precision uncovered by the AI is difficult to explain away as a coincidence. That tension between healthy skepticism and genuine curiosity is fueling the global debate. Reactions around the world have been intense. Some Christian groups see the findings as proof of divine inspiration, while secular researchers link them to theories about lost civilizations or even ancient alien contact, pointing to similar mysterious knowledge found in texts from Egypt, India, China, and Central America. Governments and militaries are reportedly taking notice too, exploring whether ancient texts might hide knowledge with strategic value. Meanwhile, universities and tech firms are launching their own projects to test whether quantum AI can unlock similar secrets in other ancient writings, like the Dead Sea Scrolls, the Nag Hammadi Library, the Vedas, the Book of Jasher, and even the Mayan codices. In short, the Book of Enoch experiment has become bigger than one text. It's opening a global conversation about how far we should go in blending modern technology with humanity's oldest stories. Rethinking human history. Traditional archaeology tells us that human civilization developed gradually over thousands of years, slowly accumulating knowledge through trial and error. But what if that's not the whole story? What if there were periods of rapid advancement, followed by collapse and loss of knowledge, followed by rediscovery? This would explain some puzzling aspects of ancient civilizations. How did the builders of the Egyptian pyramids achieve such precision without modern tools? How did ancient Indian mathematicians discover advanced mathematical concepts thousands of years before European scholars? How did Polynesian navigators cross vast oceans using only star charts? The quantum AI findings suggest that knowledge doesn't always develop linearly. Sometimes it comes in sudden bursts, as if it's being recovered or rediscovered, rather than invented from scratch. This could mean that our ancestors were much more sophisticated than we've given them credit for. There's also a spiritual dimension to consider. Many ancient traditions speak of golden ages when humans lived in harmony with divine beings who shared advanced knowledge. These stories exist in cultures all around the world, from the Greek accounts of the Golden Age to Hindu descriptions of the Satya Yuga to Native American legends of the Sky People. Could these myths be based on actual historical events? The quantum AI analysis suggests that the Book of Enoch might be a historical record rather than pure mythology. If that's true, then maybe other ancient myths deserve a second look too. This doesn't necessarily mean we need to accept everything literally, but it might mean that our ancestors preserved important information in the form of stories, symbols, and religious texts that we're only now learning how to decode properly. The quantum AI breakthrough could mark the beginning of a new era in human understanding, one where we recognize that wisdom and knowledge can be preserved and transmitted across vast periods of time in ways we never imagined possible. Quantum AI's comprehensive scrutiny of the Book of Enoch shows just how much technology is reshaping the way we look at history. It's uncovering patterns and ideas that make us question what we really know about ancient civilizations and even about ourselves. Whether you believe this is true hidden wisdom or just clever algorithms spotting coincidences, one thing stands out: knowledge without wisdom can be dangerous. As AI and quantum computing race ahead, we're facing the same kind of choices our ancestors once warned us about. So what do you think? Are we really uncovering forgotten truths, or just rewriting history through the lens of modern technology? Drop your thoughts below.